Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver, and welcome to It Is Look Who It Is. So, I have some exciting news, gamers. We have a camera. We do. It's true, the camera is real. Now, here's the thing. I got a really good deal for a camera, but there was one problem, and it didn't come with anything. So it's just the camera. But I got to test it, and it works. And the quality of the image, at least from the preview window, looks really good. Now, it doesn't look great yet because I don't have my lighting solution yet, but it was in bad lighting, and the image quality looked good. And it can do 4K video through HDMI, so that's really cool. So here's what we're gonna do, okay? On the weekend, I am going to be reorganizing my hobby space. We're gonna do a little jury run as a treat. We're gonna do a little jury run, and we're gonna do a little medical history jury because I wanna ball right now. You know, I'm in a ballin' mood. You know. So we're gonna do are things getting heated here? Are things heating up here? I think so. So here's the deal, right? On the weekend, I'm going to reorganize my hobby space, my painting space, and I'm going to make room for my camera arm because you have to have like some mounting hardware for the camera. And then I'm basically gonna lock in. I need to wait for my light to get here because I did order a light so that I can, see what I'm doing. Because one of the things is, I had when I first got into the hobby, when I first got into Warhammer a long time ago, like 10 years ago at this point. Actually, a little over 10 years at this point, because it was like the middle of 2014, I'm pretty sure, but when I got my first Necrons. But I got this really nice desk lamp / magnifying ring light. It was like a magnifying glass, but it was like a ring light too. It was really nice. That broke when I moved. And can I just say, I don't like moving because things break and go missing, which you do indeed hate to see. But I bought a replacement light, not as good as that one, unfortunately, but I bought a replacement light. I have no idea when that'll get here. Hello, little doggy. Are you barking? Are you activated? How are you doing? You were lying down, and then just suddenly someone dares to walk in thine line of vision, so now you are going to annihilate them. You are going to destroy them. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, lights. So once the light gets here, I'll mount that, and then we'll have a good lighting solution. And I'm going to basically reorganize my hobby space. And I also bought gloves as well. Hopefully they fit. I am still trying to figure out the solution. This is like a problem that is invented by having gloves, which I technically don't need gloves, but no hand reveal. You're never getting a hand reveal, ever. So the thing is, normally what I do when I'm painting is you have to, like, test your paint before you put it on the miniature, right? Well, you can. You don't have to, but you can. And one of the things that I like to do is just paint directly onto my hand or directly onto my fingernail. You can't really do that. You can't really do that. Panic kind of sucks, but the HDF, I kind of want the... so here's the thing, right? I don't want to spend time here because that time hurts us the longer we're here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna buy the HDF, but I would have gone with the Carpenter Hammer, no problem. Now, what we want to do is just get through as many quick and fast mysteries as possible as quickly as possible so we can get that EXP bonus from completing mysteries, and then that's just what we want to do. We just want to do that, and we want to get to, like, level 9, and then we want to just be able to have, like, 20 knowledge or something like that, and feel pretty good. So, once the light is the only part... Well, okay, that's not true. The only part of the setup that I'm missing is the light and the cables, because I need a USB cable for power for the camera, and then I need a HDMI cable for, like, the 4K pass through to the computer. So, all I need to do is get 2 cables, and the light needs to ship. So, I'm very excited. I think that because I've never done an IRL video thing before, elusive is great, but folklore studies and knowledge just is immediately a benefit to combat, which is what we need. And this was actually a wrong thing to do. We should have, because now Kana's gone, so if we get into a fight here, we're gonna cry, but managed to dodge that bullet. Feel pretty good about that. The mansion is doomed. I don't know if we have a mansion mystery to do, but I'll go ahead and grab the handcuffs and put the police station on the mansion. Just, that's the hospital. There we go. I don't know why I got a hospital and a mansion confused. They're two pretty distinct things, to be honest with you, but I don't really want to do this, so I think we're just gonna take the 2 stamina damage and live our lives happily ever after. We will absolutely take the 3, we'll absolutely save Kana, because our health is actually immaculate right now. We made a lot of dice rolls at low stat values, so we got really lucky in this first mystery. Escapee, quick thinking. I do want to get the +4 horror perks eventually, but not right now. Honestly, I just kind of want to get some of our stats higher up so that we can, you know, kind of just work on... We can just kind of work on having stats that we can rely on, I suppose. And you definitely want the EXP if you can take it. Now, I think Fear Festival is probably the way to go. Actually, a lot of these mysteries are really short. That's really nice. I think this is probably one of the longer mysteries, but we have to do it second. I didn't, like, fully internalize that we have It's Look Who It Is, and so I was like, you know... You would prefer to keep... honestly, I think you prefer to keep the bandage. Oh, I forgot you go to the village here. My bad, my bad. I was not familiar with your game. And honestly, like, we can put it on the forest before we leave... Oh, hell yeah. We can put it on the forest before we leave this mystery, because we are going to go into Fear Festival next. Probably 4% on the horror meter there. You're not really, kind of sketched out about that. But here's the thing. I'm very excited about it. I need to get 2 cables, and I need my light to come in. I already ordered the light, because, you know, you can't really paint with bad lighting, you know? Like, I think that's one of the things, like... As far as barrier to entry goes for painting, you need a good, like, neutral tone light, right? Like, regular light bulbs won't do it, regular lamps won't do it. You genuinely need, like, a specific light bulb, and you genuinely need, like, good light coverage. I think that's probably the biggest barrier to entry that I can think of, because, like, you can get, like, some really cheap minis, and you can get some really cheap paint, and you can just have fun, you know? Like, that's fun. You can have a great afternoon just getting some, like, 99-cent craft paint, and then getting, like, a $2 Reaper miniature mini, and just painting it, you know? Like, the mini doesn't really... At that price point, the mini probably doesn't look very good, but it's just a fun process, you know? It's like a 3D coloring book, almost, but you get to decide what it looks like. But, you know, even then, it's like... I think lighting is probably, like... the mandatory, like, if you're gonna do this is the expensive part, you know what I mean? Now, we would have loved to have the bandage when we did that perception check, because if we get an injury, we probably want to heal that injury without going to the hospital, because we're playing as Juri, so the horror meter encroaches, as it were. That's, honestly, like, this is kind of nuts, but I think you want to roll it like this, because you have a 95% chance. Yeah, you get beat up a little bit, but even if she healed from that attack, you still would have killed her because she would have been at 20. And then you get the Occult Diary, which you can use. I didn't put it on the Forest. That's my bad. We can go to another mystery. We don't have to do the Forest mystery immediately. So I think this is our second enemy, by the way. Now, I don't really want to take 2 stamina damage, but you know what? We don't have to. Because we don't have Akamanto, right? Because it was like the Ghost Mystery, Fear Festival, and then one other mystery. So what we're going to do is we're gonna do this, and then we're just gonna ball, you know? We're just gonna ball. We can level up before this fight. He feels pretty good about that. I think you could probably take... Like, are we ever going to the mansion? Like, are we ever gonna need quick thinking to proc? I think we can take elusive just to have some fun here. But I will be putting up the coconut tree image because we need to go do the boss fight. And I don't want to risk it. So I'm pretty sure that was second enemy gore-covered student. So you definitely want to dab on them with a good old-fashioned dodge if you can. And we're going to open with that. We'll be up at, like... Because you want to dodge, like, 6 horror meter if you can, you know what I mean? And we did. We did dodge. The dodge was successful, which is pretty nice. But I think the, So, here's the thing, right? Dexterity, like, okay, we'll get this now. But we haven't seen the other Juri perk at all, the one that gives you +2 knowledge, which is the one that I want. Now, we could start leveling up our strength, because we do have 3 more mysteries to go, so we could probably get to 8 strength. But I feel like you just kind of... And that's why the Carpenter Hammer is good, by the way. That's why the Monkey Wrench is good, by the way, is because Juri does not have access to attack speed on her default kit. So giving her something that increases her block and her attack speed at the same time is Kino cinema, as it were, absolute cinema. But you got to deal with the cards that you're dealt, and we did not get a strength weapon that was worth using, so we took the next best thing, which the HDF is not bad, but it just kind of sucks because we would like to put as many points possible into strength. I mean, we're gonna level up 2 more times, and we're gonna get +2 knowledge from the perk when we inevitably get that, right? So I definitely think you want to get strength to 8, even though it is like a waste as far as like your weapon resources are concerned, because you're not making your HDF better, you're just making your block better. Which I guess you could say it might be better to... Yeah, we can do Sailors into Fear Festival and end in Recluse. Oh, but we could get... If we could get to 12 knowledge, though, that would make Recluse so funny. Like, I kind of want to do that instead. Like, I kind of want to bail on the plan. Like, I think 8 strength is the play that makes, like, the most sense if you want to win the game. But I also think, like, 12 knowledge would be really funny against a ghost, you know? So that's what I would rather do, I think. Oh, you do go to the mansion. Isn't that funny? But, sorry, I'm kind of bouncing all over the place because I kind of had a weird day, but then the day was immediately, like, goated day of all time because I got the camera in. And by the way, I think it's insane that there's, like... I remember seeing a meme where it's, like, fighting the mannequin for like 20 or 30 EXP instead of getting the free mask. Funny mask invalidates like all of that, you know? Like funny mask existing, this is one of the best items in the game. Like this is genuinely one of the best items in the game. So having an opportunity to get it, having any opportunity to get it, like this probably, like this item alone probably increases your chances of winning your run by, like, I don't know, I don't want to say anything, like, crazy, but, like, I would say, like, 10% at least. Like, this is a crazy good item. Like, this is an insane item. For a game with as limited healing as this... Oh, we don't have any items to discard? This is kind of sketchy. So, I mean, we could probably just fight the boss and win. Like, I'm not too worried about it. We already have a light source. We have Fear Festival right after this. Yeah, I think we can just fight the boss and win, honestly. I'm not too worried about it. We would like the bonusy XP though, but it's not like getting the items is not really worth it. Now this is horrible. Like you look at Drowner Sponge and you're like 70% chance we're taking -3. We have to kill you on turn 2. And it's like I would rather just take the horror meter, honestly. Like we're about to get the horror meter reduced. And we might fight a hard boss right now. I would rather just do this, yeah. I would. It's true. 80%. 80% for 5 is like really bad, but like I think we're okay with it. Just because we're like we have to do it this way even though we're gonna get injuries. Oh, badly bleeding is kind of annoying, but we have to do it this way because we don't want to get like own zoned by the boss, you know what I mean? We have to do it one more time. Ugh. Because the problem is... Okay, thank God we got there. The problem is, right? We might not have gotten there? Okay, I didn't want to throw the funny mask, but... Can we get the Test of Will? That's exactly what I wanted, thank you. One more level up and we get there to 12. That's very funny. So the thing is, we can never cure badly bleeding. Ever. We can never cure badly bleeding. We have it for the rest of the run. And so we have to kind of plan around that and play around that. And one of the ways that we're going to do that is hopefully by abusing a few things. And by that I mean just trying to skip as many investigations as possible. I mean, Ryoko is kind of cracked. And she's not Kyoko. She doesn't raise your doom. Now, does Ryoko help us very much? Not really. You're gonna think I'm crazy. Maybe I should relax a bit. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna do that instead. Because I was gonna be like, we're gonna onsen. What does she do? Does she actually give you stamina regeneration? If so, like, we can plan... Hold on. Let me cook, okay? Let me cook. We're going to the wall wiki. Okay? If she's the one that gives you stamina regeneration, we can actually... We can take some doom purposefully to heal the cost of getting her. Completing mystery is one fund? No. What I was gonna say is if she was the one who gave you stamina, right? Like, this seems like a bad deal, because it's -3 for +2. But we're in a mystery where we can heal stamina basically for free, because we have 38 doom, right? So, what you would want to do is take her for that cost, heal, and then you're basically banking stamina for later. It's a gambit. It's a gambit. It's a Falaki. I mean, that's enough to get you there, but I'm not really happy about that. Like, what do you... Like, I mean, I'm not really a big fan. You missed this. You're in remiss, sister. You're in remiss, brother. Like, you don't want to miss this. So do you just take 2, but then you go down to 5? You go down to 10-5? I mean, I think you gotta... I think that's how you gotta play it, but I'm not happy about it. Like, you don't really want that, but... You know, it's alright, I guess. Do we want to get to... I mean... Yes, we do. We want to onsen. It kind of sucks, but we want to onsen. Because I don't want to, like, have Juri die to the horror. Because that's sort of like the crown jewel of a Juri run. You know what I mean? They're preparing for something. We get our final point of knowledge. Do I want this dexterity? I don't want this dexterity. Give me my final point of knowledge, and then give me outdoorsman. For when we inevitably get that investigation again, like 5 times in a row. You know what I mean? Never send the park ranger. Don't ever do that. I mean, I guess the hunting rifle has some utility now, but I don't know. We have luck, right? This is Doom, so... So, depending on how lucky we get, by the way, we could get the Spiral Hoodie from this. And if we get the Spiral Hoodie from this, then we don't really care about, a lot, actually. Oh my god. Can you imagine Spiral Hoodie, is it Test of Will? Or is it, what is it called? I don't remember what it's called, but it's the +2 dexterity perk. Can you imagine how crazy that would be? Oh, okay, no, GG. That's okay, though. It would go crazy, though. It would go hard. Escapee? Like, I mean... The thing that's crazy is that if we had the... Whatchamacallit? I think you gotta go final... I think you gotta go final stretch! Just for the healing! That's crazy, but I think you gotta. We could level up again if we succeed the checks. And I also don't really care about our sanity. I mean, we're fighting a, like, is this crazy? Like, we're fighting the ghost boss, and I'm like, yeah, I don't really care about our reason. I mean, I guess I gotta take it, but we might have been able to level up if we took the EXP from the bath there. But yeah, like, is it crazy that I'm just thinking to myself, like, yeah, no, I'm more worried about our stamina than I am anything else. Like, I'm gonna take the Doom here. I'm gonna take the Doom here intentionally. Because I don't wanna deal with anything that could minus our sanity. But like I think we can at this point. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's why I clicked it. Like it -3 Doom is completely irrelevant in this current run. It does nothing. It does nothing. We have 52% Doom on the final mystery, and it's an apartments mystery, right? But like I'm just thinking to myself, like, what are the ways that we can do this? What curses do we have? Panic? I mean, you know, Panic is a... You used to be able to remove the, whatchamacallit, by the way. You can't anymore because it's a status instead of a curse, but... Let's get rid of Panic and feel pretty good about that. Because Panic was kind of screwing us over a little bit, but... I think that, I think this is really interesting. I mean, I think you can just, like... It's not, I mean, that doesn't matter anymore, right? Like, it almost mattered in, I think, the last episode because we got, like, 3 stacks, but... I cannot believe it. Like, we are gonna say, Juri's not gonna die. That's kind of nuts. Thank you, Funny Mask. Now, the craziest thing about all of this is that this is still not, like, absolutely peak. Oh my god, we can't dodge or... Oh no, I should have taken... So, 13 damage is actually better. So, I think the Funny Mask can go now. I'm pretty sure. Honestly, I kind of want to see something. I kind of want to see something, right? The Funny Mask does 2. Goes down to 13. Like, that's not good enough, you know what I mean? I have an idea. I have an idea. Oh, no. It's... We can't block or dodge. Alright, so we're gonna eat shit on this first attack, okay? But I have a plan, okay? Let me cook. Let me cook. So we're doing 6 damage, right? And this is because... it is the normal damage calculation plus 3, right? So it's half rounded up. So 3 plus 3, 6. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I remember labbing it out and how the ghost thing works. It is not affected by bonus. I'm pretty sure. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Ryoko go fight. And Ryoko did 1 damage. Okay, you know what? Go, Kana. Listen, I thought it would be cooking, but Ryoko cannot throw hands, apparently. Yeah, I guess we just take this. We just take the free heal. Because we're not getting to 8 charisma, we're not getting to 8 dexterity. If we had the Spile Hoodie, we could get to 8 dexterity, and that would go crazy. I mean, just give me the... At this point, like... I mean, give me the EXP boost because it's funny and we can't die. Because we have a light source. So the only thing that could kill us is, like, the worst badly bleeding procs of all time. We do actually have a dexterity check, by the way. But literally everything in the lighthouse is completely inconsequential. There's nothing, like, Doom-wise that the game can do. And we can, like, we have 55 Doom. Like, we have 55 Doom and we're walking into the lighthouse right now. The only thing at risk is Juri being a skinwalker suit or not, you know? That's the only thing that we're fighting for here. And you know what? I think Juri has earned not being a skinwalker suit, so I'm pretty sure I remember my seconds. If they're even relevant. I didn't look at the lighthouse, it doesn't matter. Like, the game cannot stop us at this point. So, I think we're just fine. Yeah, there we go. Easy. And Juri lived. 61% Doom, 98 Horror Meter. Juri lives. 13 Knowledge, by the way. That's crazy. That's a honestly an immaculate Juri run. I think that's just how you do it. Like, normally when we're going into a boss fight, I'm like, oh, I'm so scared. But not only did we shopped for a weapon, we bought a weapon that isn't ideal because I would probably prefer to buy a strength weapon. But I mean, it worked out with the ghosts. You know, it did. It genuinely worked out. The fact that we had Recluse and we were doing a knowledge build, it worked, and we got to 8 strength in the end as well. So I think that if you are trying to plan out your run to be as like degenerate as possible, I think what you would want to do is you would want to see if you have Recluse or not, and if you don't have Recluse, you just go all in on the strength build, right? Like, you don't get Recluse, you go to the... you go to the hardware store, and you either buy a monkey wrench or you buy a carpenter hammer, it doesn't matter which one, and you get that without having to reroll, and then you just go for it. I mean, obviously, if you could, Compass would be insane, but I don't think that you can reasonably... Because if Elusive lowered the horror meter, then I would say that you could probably buy a Compass. But for Juri, you want to get a weapon as quickly as possible, and then you just want to send it. You just want to full send it, and you just want to get lucky with events. Like, getting Funny Mask was crazy. I got nothing. It's immaculate. It's really good. Yeah, it's really good. It was a really great Juri run. I can't complain about it. I thought it was immaculate. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye!